Assalamualaikum and very good day to Dr. Alias Muhammad Saman. We are from class MD7 M1B. Now we're going to present to you our mini project which have been carried out at SIRIM QAS International Sdn Berhad, which located at Section 2 Shah Alam. First of all, I would like to briefly introduce our team, which consists of 5 members: AHMAD Baihaqie, AMIRAH, RUSLI, ARIANNA, SYAHMI, ATIQAH, and me, AHMAD Syahmi.
Next, I will explain the introduction in this mini project. First, I will explain about the project background. Laws regulating occupational safety and health must be followed by all economic sectors, including small and medium-sized business and multinational corporations, because employees are responsible for their co-workers' safety and health. Implementing Occupational Safety and Health Acts has a beneficial impact and is fair and equal to employees. The goal of the mini project is to educate people about how industries carry out workplace safety and health laws and how they anticipate that laws will be applied in practice. The background of the company is research and learn, which improve the student knowledge and understanding. Our group consists of 5 people, whose leader is AHMAD Baihaqie, the secretary is AMIRAH, and the team members are AHMAD Syahmi, ATIQAH, and me, ARIANNA. Next, I will explain the company background. We choose SIRIM International as the company to conduct the site visit for our mini project. SIRIM International is located at Building 8, Persiaran Datuk Menteri, Section 2, Shah Alam, Selangor. SIRIM International was founded by the company in March 1997 after SIRIM Berhad had provided testing, inspection, and certification service for 30 years. SIRIM International now is the go-to company for local and foreign clients from different economies who need testing, inspection, and certification service. The management system certificates are acknowledged throughout the world because they are a partner of the International Certification Network. Moving on to Part A, Safety and Health Policy at Workplace. This company owns more than 5 workers, thus the employer has set up safety and health policy at the workplace. Employees and employers must both contribute to the maintenance of safety, health, and welfare. Next is the existing facilities relevant to act or to prevent hazard. First one is fire protection system. Every corner in the SIRIM building must include the fire extinguisher. Every employee has been briefing on how to use the fire extinguisher and fire alarm to stop the spread of fire and smoke. The company also has fire-resistant doors for passive fire protection system. Next one is safety signs. There were warning signs in every corner in the SIRIM building. The purpose of those safety signs was to inform, convey safety message, and provide instructions on what to do in an emergency. Next is safety equipment and personal protective equipment (PPE). Personal protective equipment, or known as PPE, is necessary to shield employees from potential risks and to maintain a secure and healthy workplace. Wearing full PPE is crucial when performing the tasks at the SIRIM working site. Workers cannot enter the site unless they are fully protected by PPE. Figure shows the PPE that need to be worn at the working site. Safety equipment that used in the SIRIM is scissor lifts, work platforms that are employed in a variety of industries to move workers vertically and to various locations safely. When used in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions, scissor lifts offer a dependable and safe platform for employees to carry out job duties. Maintenance program, communication tool, and safety checklist. In this company, they have safety program awareness for all the employees. The company also implemented workplace inspection. Each qualified employee is equipped with walkie-talkie to easy communicate. Maintenance is carried out frequently. At each testing station owned by this company, there is a control room which serves as the central control and monitoring station for security, safety building, and other types of control room systems.
For the next part is HIRAC form. Hazard identification, risk assessment, and risk control, or HIRAC, is a form used in the workplace to identify, assess, and control hazard. Hazard is defined as the potential of a harm or adverse health effect on a person or the environment that can occur physically or mentally. 5 types of hazard that can occur in the industrial site is: first, mechanical hazard; second, electrical hazard; third, ergonomic hazard; 4, physical hazard; and 5, environmental hazard. In SIRIM class international, we identify mechanical hazards such as when conducting the fire resistance test. The furnace is set from vertical to horizontal orientation. Activities include such as lift the test frame to the furnace. Hazard occur is crash under the heavy samples that is falling or collapsing, which is estimate weight minimum 20 kg up to maximum weight 200 kg. Possible accident can happen is fatal injury. The risk assessment, which is likelihood, severity and risk, is 144. Controls required is inspect before starting work to ensure that the sample is installed neatly and safely. Tools and equipment required is use remote controller for 10 tons and 20 tons of crane. Person in charge is contractor and workers that are involved. For electrical hazard, we identified that the testing section had many electrical machines used in their testing process. Activities include such as the machines used to move the furnace were connected to electrical devices. Hazard occur is gas leak occurs near the electrical source and can cause explosion. Possible accident can happen is explosion. The risk assessment, which is likelihood, severity and risk, is 144. Controls required is to make sure that the electrical machines and devices were inspected before use it for work. Tools and equipment required is wear insulating sleeves and rubber safety matting to protect from electric shock and burns. Person in charge is employer and safety manager. For economic hazard, we identified that the furnace required brick around it and arrange it according to the size of the furnace. Activities include such as lift up the bricks and arrange it according to the dimension of the test frame that will be tested for fire testing. Hazard occur is back pain since the process needs to be repetitive. Possible accident can happen is injury and back pain. The risk assessment, which is likelihood, severity and risk, is 144. Controls required is to use a lifting machine that can move the bricks from a place to another place and arrange them. Tools and equipment required is wear PPE and safety helmet if using the brick lifter machine. Person in charge is employer and safety manager. Next, physical hazard that we identify is that working in an environment that contains many dangerous materials such as explosive material, wood and fire. Activities include such as lift the test frame to the furnace before and after the fire testing. Hazard occur is exposed to hot sample. Possible accident can happen is fatal injury. The risk assessment, which is likelihood, severity and risk, is 236. Controls required is to do demarcation on the floor to indicate the distance 8 meters from the wood creep cage. Tools and equipment required is wear PPE such as heat-resistant coverall, heat-resistant glove, safety shoes and safety helmet. Person in charge is workers that is involved, technician and executive involved. Lastly, environmental hazard that we identify is that working at fire testing section involves too many workers since it requires manpower due to many heavy machines were used. Activities include such as fire extinguishing on wood creep. Hazard occur is fire from the furnace can cause heat spreading at the surrounding. Possible accident can happen is heat stroke since high temperature was used in the testing. The risk assessment, which is likelihood, severity and risk, is 236. Controls required is to use duct to flow the gases to maintain healthy indoor environment. Tools and equipment required is use furnace when involving high temperature process. Person in charge is technician and executive involved.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am AMIRAH binti RUSLI. Now I will proceed with part C, which is about procedures during emergency or injury. Okay, I will start with emergency evacuation. Every building, including SIRIM class International Sdn Bhd, has an evacuation strategy. So here I am presenting the emergency evacuation procedure flowchart. First, we have to turn on the fire alarm and dial 999. Next, following the fire exit plan, leave the building. Next, we have to competent personnel should try to put out the fire with a fire hose of or portable extinguisher if the situation is safe enough. Next, the leader must double check that all the personnel are there. Lastly, we have to inform the authorities of the dangerous situation. Next, I proceed with ambulance and medical support. There are many of incidents that can happen at the workplace. Here is the procedures and ambulance and medical flow chart. First, we have to assess the person's injury. We have to declare whether it is mild injury or not. If yes, treat the injury with first aid kit. If no, call ambulance for medical support. Then we also have to declare whether it needs hospitalization or not. If yes, report the accident to the DOSH. If no, no action required. Next, I continue with Emergency Response Team (ERT) and Emergency Civil Service. Establishing an ART is necessary. The internal ART team will oversee handling emergency situations, and they should receive training in firefighting, first aid, and relevant topics. So, here is the emergency response procedure for risk of fire. Next, emergency signs exit. To allow for fast evacuation of staff members and other building inhabitants during an emergency, a workplace typically must have at least 2 exits. In case one is blocked by fire or smoke, exit roads should be placed as widely apart as is reasonably possible from one another. Everybody in the company can see the exit sign, which is placed above the escape entrance, and swiftly head for the exit door thanks to the backup power supply, which is employed to keep it glowing. The last part is reporting. Every workplace accident, hazardous situation, occupational sickness, and occupational poisoning must be reported to the closest Department of Occupational Safety and Health (DOSH) office according to the Occupational Safety and Health Act of 1994 at 514. SIRIM cast international Sdn Bhd hazardous incidents including electrical short circuits, explosions, and fires as well as structural failure must be notified immediately if they occur in compliance with DOSH regulations. Employers must use 5 forms, all linked, to notify DOSH when risky events have ended: JKPP6, JKKP7, JKKP8, JKKP9, and JKKP10. So here JKKP6, a written report of incident, and JKKP7, incident involves an occupational disease or poisoning. These forms must be submitted by 7 days of incident. Next is JKKP8, a fatality, serious physical injury, or other dangerous event occurred, to record the incident and confirm the applicable occupational disease or poisoning category. This form must be submitted by the 31st of January each year. Lastly is JKKP9 and 10. The employer might be requested to complete these forms so that DOSH can learn more about their circumstance.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is AHMAD Baihaqie bin MOHAMAD NAJIB ALPUAD. So today I will be presenting Part D for OSH Management System. Alright, we go to the Occupational Safety and Health Management in a company includes in implementing policies and procedures to ensure the well-being and safety of employees. The main objective of occupational health and safety management are to identify and assess potential hazards in workplace and taking steps to mitigate or eliminate those existing hazards. As we know that we can eliminate hazard in the workplace, but we can try to reduce the risk by any possible approaches. As we can see here, the hierarchy controls is one of them, starting from the use of PPE, administrative controls, engineering controls, substitution, and lastly, we go to the eliminate the hazard. We go to the first element, which is the weekly safety briefing, which is commonly a short talk conducted by the safety officer, Mr. Hanafi from SIRIM Berhad, among the workers and staff officer. It is usually being held on 7:30 morning before the normal working hour every Friday morning, which is it is basically a quick safety briefing, which offers a platform to discuss safety related topics and to provide updates on safety measures, procedures, and incidents that might be possible to happen when dealing with hazards. The purpose of the safety briefing to ensure the employees are familiar with safety environment and keep their self-awareness regarding rules and regulation of safety. It also encourage employee participation and to make them use this platform to raise any safety concerns or issues regarding the safety-related topics. Right, next we go to the second element of the OSH management, which is the OSH document. It is compulsory in a company to organize and direct an organization's operation to satisfy customer and regulatory requirements. There are 4 elements and requirements of quality management systems, as we can see here. The 4 main priority, which is the design and build, followed by deploy, control and measure, and lastly review and improve. These are the main elements that have to include in quality management system. So next we go to the OSAS 18001, which is established in 2008. The main policies of the OSAS 18001 with the PDCA, as we know, which is stand for plan, do, check, and act. Next, we go to the ISO 45001. It's started from 2018, which is more in the context of organization and leadership. It also aims to improve the access, control, and adequacy of documented information. It is also assessment of risk and opportunities, including hazard and identification. Based on our experience in SIRIM, OSAS 18000 was no longer used since the standard is outdated. They already implemented the use of new standard ISO 45001, which promotes business in lowering the possibility of occupational disease and incidents. Safety awareness and training system. In SIRIM, they also have regular safety training. SIRIM also aims to train the employees the proper procedures, which is also helps them to handling the emergency scenario. The employees also have to undergo the fire drill training program. So for the safety protocols, SIRIM also often use the safety signage to convey important safety information and warning messages. As we can see the figure below, it's the color code delivered the messages regarding the safety levels. There are several specific procedures need to be considered in order to ensure the safety at the workplace. For the first one is the activation of the alarm system, which is aims to alert the employees to the emergency and initiate the emergency response plan. The second one is the evacuation, the emergency shutdown. So for the critical equipment and system should be shut down to prevent further damage or injury. For the emergency notification, the first aid and medical treatment, so the post-mortem inspection. Alright, next we go to the warning and emergency system. In the safety law, a company should provide complete safety equipment without any extra charges. The employee always have to adhere safety procedure to wear personal protective equipment, safety boot, reflective jacket, and last one is the safety helmet. So for the emergency system, we have three different figures here, which is the first one is the stack light to provide machine operators, technician, production manager, and staff with visible indicator of machine operation performance. Next, we go to the emergency light to indicate any accident happen at workplace, which is to alert everyone at the work site. The last one is emergency stop button to prevent the risk or injury when it happened during the work. Emergency route map at SIRIM QS International Sdn Bhd. Now we have reached to the last element for the OSH management system, inspection which is the inspection procedure. The first one is starting with the secure the scene. The area where the casualties occurred should be secured to prevent further damage or injury. Next, we go gather information about from the witness, employees, and the relevant documents such as safety reports, incident reports, and equipment data. Next, we go to the inspect the scene conducted to identify any potential hazards. For the next inspection procedure, we have to take the photograph or videos or any evidence in the scene. Next, identify the root cause, which the team should identify the root cause of the event by analyzing the information gathered and by using the tools like 5 Whys method. Develop corrective actions based on the root cause identified. The inspection team should develop corrective actions to prevent a similar event from happening again. Implement the corrective actions should be implemented as soon as possible to prevent a similar event from happening again. After all the investigation, it must come out with a report that concludes final investigation based on the emergency event. So that's all for the part D, OSH management system.
Alright, now we move to discussion part. SIRIM QS International Sdn Bhd is a right choice for us to conduct the safety and health project due to their commitment to providing workers and contractors with a safe and healthy working environment. They have taken multiple precautions to ensure safety and health of their workers. Alright, and then this project has described the safety measures taken by SIRIM QS, which is a company focused on fire protection testing, inspection, certification body, and safety certificates. The safety measures include providing safety and health policies, emergency facilities such as first aid kits and PPE, maintenance program, communication tools, and a safety checklist. All of these are meant to ensure that the workplace is safe and that any potential hazards are avoided. HIRAC is a crucial tool that used in SIRIM QAS for identifying and controlling workplace hazards. It is commonly used in high-risk industries such as construction, manufacturing, mining to prevent accidents and injuries. The form identifies various types of hazards including mechanical, electrical, ergonomic, physical, and environmental. The objective is to identify potential dangers and address them promptly to keep employees safe. To ensure the safety of all employees, it is important to identify and control all types of hazards in the workplace. SIRIM QS International Sdn Bhd must have a plan in case of an emergency. They must have escape routes, a safe place to go, a fire alarm that goes off, and people trained to help. They must also have at least 2 exits. If they have more people or a bigger building, they need more exits. If there's an emergency, they must fill out 5 forms and give them to the Department of Occupational Safety and Health within 7 days. And then we move to Occupational Health and Safety Management, OHSM, is about to making sure people stay safe while they work. In SIRIM, they have implemented the ISO 45001. Safety rules, regular checkups, and emergency plans help make sure accidents don't happen. Training teach people what to do if something bad happens. Quality management system help business make sure they meet customer and government standards. Signs, special rules, and protective gear help people remember the safety rules, and inspection help find and fight and fix problems. In conclusion, SIRIM QS International Neighborhood is an ideal place to visit for a safety and health project. The organization has taken numerous measures to ensure the safety and health of its employees, such as the safety checklist, HIRAC, emergency evacuation plan, OHSM, and quality management system. All of these are used to mitigate the risk associated with occupational disease and accidents. By visiting SIRIM QS, we were able to gain valuable insights into safety and health at work and understand how these measures play a role in protecting workers. Alright, that's all from us. Thank you.